Sorry, kid.
No shots.
Nobody mentioned the guy with her.
Dumbass. You're so far over your head you can't even see the light.
It's all right. Someone did. Someone was chasing the girl, photographs. It's time to start talking.
I'm not the one who's going to be talking. Живым, пожалуйста.
Да. Живай. You ready? You want to talk now? How about now?
I'm not your enemy.
Those photos. Who paid for them?
They would kill me if I told.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Полознев. Николай Полознев.
How do I find him?
Try the internet. Мудак.
Swear to God, they made me do it, man.
Don't worry, Turk. You did exactly what I wanted you to.
Shit. I really don't ever want to see you again.
Well, feelings mutual.
Welcome to the Mr. Screen channel. All power is being gathered between different heroes for the threat of doomsday that will still trigger secret wars. Several cosmic entities are approaching, and with that I bring here the story involving supernatural beings with a touch of a human who does not fear even a superior being, and that is the Vigilante. Without further ado, let's get straight to the point. Hell Armor, Punisher's Redemption, the Curse of Silence. Hell was not made of fire, but of echoes. Echoes of screams, of voices that wouldn't shut up. Lamentations, supplications, and above all, judgments. Frank Castle walked on the incandescent ground made of bones and red dust. Each step was heavy, but his eyes remained empty. There was no fear. There was no pain, just purpose. The demons moved away. He didn't scream, and he didn't ask for forgiveness. He didn't even curse his own luck. It was just himself until the flaming light cut through the dark veil of the horizon. Johnny Blaze. Ghost Rider descended like a shooting star. Its flaming skull lit up the expanse with gold and crimson tones. Its chain snaked around like hungry snakes. He approached Cass with a look that burned through the soul. Johnny Blaze. Frank Castle. Your time has come to respond, Frank, without hesitation. Answer why. Johnny, for lives, for every drop of blood, for turning revenge into a mission, for justice turned to hate. Frank, justice has died in the world of the living, Blaze. I just did what needed to be done. Johnny, then see the truth of who you are. The penance gaze was cast upon Frank like a cosmic ray. A blast of divine energy went through the Punisher, trying to make him relive all the deaths, all the gunshots, all the eyes of children who would never see their parents back. Triumph, but failing. Frank didn't scream. He didn't fall to his knees. He just crossed his arms and looked back at Johnny with cold human eyes. Frank, each of them deserved it. I don't regret anything. Johnny staggered. The flame of the look wavered. For the first time in millennia, Penance had found someone who truly carried no regret. Johnny Blaze whispered, "You are empty." Suddenly, the air of hell tore like out paper. A dimensional rift opened, and from it emerged a figure in white and gold armor with a red arc reactor on his chest and emerald eyes. A variant of Tony Stark, his dark expression marked by wisdom and tragedy. Strong variant, he's... Ready? Johnny turned around, confused. Johnny, what are you doing here? He was condemned. Stark, and I need someone exactly like that. Frank Castle doesn't bow, doesn't give in. He is the man who faces monsters by looking straight into their eyes. And now, the biggest monster of all is about to consume the multiverse. Stark launched a capsule towards Castle. It opened in the air, revealing new war armor, black as coal, with red trim and carved mystical symbols. A fusion of technology and curse, fueled by pain and justice. Stark, Dr. Doom. Stark is destroying realities one universe at a time. What's left of the Avengers isn't enough. I need a soldier who doesn't hesitate. Frank, are you saying you want to send me back to kill a god? Stark, to kill a corrupted reflection of me. You are the bullet. That armor is the weapon. Frank looked at the armor. It pulsed with energy. The reactor in the center had a faint crimson glow that seemed to hear his thoughts. Frank, with a slight smile, if I'm going to die again, let it be doing what I know best. He put on the armor. The instant the metal clicked into his skin, Frank felt the screams of hell fall silent. For the first time, silence returned, and he went up, not like an angel, but as humanity's last armed hope. Reluctance and redemption. New York City was in ruins after the latest incursion caused by one of the versions of Doomstark. Cosmic explosions ripped apart reality, and dimensional rifts still flickered in the sky like scars that wouldn't close. And now, the new Avengers, reformulated by the Emergency Initiative, carried an unusual name, Thunderbolts. Inside the former SHIELD bunker, renovated as the Thunderbolts base, the tension was almost palpable. Sam Wilson, the current Captain America, walked back and forth in front of the holographic panel where the image of Doomstark dominated. By his side were Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, US Agent, Red Guardian, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, and now Frank Castle. Are you telling me this guy came back from the dead using technology and magic? Bucky growled. Frank Castle adjusted his new war armor, heavy, dark, enhanced with Stark technology. His visor emitted a red glow, and his countenance seemed darker than ever. He brought me back. He said I'm a necessary piece, but I don't trust him at all, said Frank in a deep voice, looking at Sam. If necessary, I'll finish him off too. Yelena laughed ironically. You say that now, but you're wearing his armor. Don't you see the problem with that? Problems are what I solve, replied Castle, clenching his metallic fists. Sam raised his hand to calm things down. What matters now is that Doomstark is bringing together powerful entities, corrupted Celestials, remnants of Ultron, twisted versions of Kang himself. We need to unite, and fast! From the corner of the room, Valentina walked with elegant steps until she designed a new map. We detected a distortion in the Sahara Desert. One of Tony Stark's Nexus labs has been reactivated. He must be trying to create something there. Perhaps a new type of temporal weapon. Castle stepped forward. Then let's go. And if we find Doom, I'll look him in the eye before I pull the trigger. A short dinner for the Mirror and the Beast Doom. Stark surveyed the starry void from his new fortress at the edge of the multiverse. He was absorbed, staring at a hexagonal window that reflected his face, or what was left of Tony Stark in his new cursed form. Still have questions? Said a familiar voice from behind. It was another version from Stark, an echo of his consciousness, fragmented after he died and was brought back. They fear me, and that's why I need to be ruthless, replied Doom Stark without turning his face. The multiverse dissolves into chaos. I am order. You are the ruin, said his own image. If you destroy everything to save, who will be alive to thank you? He clenched his fists. Mystical and technological energy pulsed in the circuits of his golden armor. They do not understand what is coming. No, the void is awakening. Not even Galactus would dare face him alone. But I will become the balance, a god. Meanwhile, the Thunderbolts' new Avengers advanced to intercept Doom before he activated the total time distortion device. The march to the Nexus, the silent jet flew over the Sahara Desert. Inside, the atmosphere was tense. Frank Castle, wearing his new war armor, carried a Stark Tech energy missile launcher on his shoulders, while Yelena sharpened her blades and Bucky kept his eyes fixed on the monitor. He already knows where coming, said Red Guardian. At this point, he wants us to arrive. Sam Wilson, standing at the laboratory's holographic projection, responded. And so we're prepared. The goal isn't to beat him now, it's to understand and discover how Doom Stark managed to merge Tony's soul with arcane magic and technology. Valentina entered the communication channel. You have 25 minutes before. The lab's temporal pulse resets. If he can activate that machine, he can reset any timeline, including ours. Frank muttered, then let's delete it before that. Yelena looked at Frank, eyes narrowed. You speak as if he were just a man. He's more than that. A god who resembles a human being. That's worse. The jet landed gently in the middle of the dunes. The sand vibrated beneath the hero's feet, the distorted gate. The laboratory was buried under layers of black sand, and the entrance was guarded by silver sentinels. Half machine, half enchanted creatures that possess parts of Ultron's DNA. And Dormammu's magic. Sneak approach is impossible, said Sam. We're going in with full force. Frank was the first to advance, firing blasts of blue energy while Yelena rode along the sides, destroying 2 sentries with nanocharge. Explosives, Red Guardian used his shield to deflect the spells. Bucky covered the flank, eyes alert, shooting with precision. Sam took flight. gliding above the battlefield and taking down the remaining creatures with an electromagnetic pulse straight from his vibranium backpack. But when they walked through the gate, everything changed. Time has distorted. The ground disappeared beneath his feet. Each of them was thrown into a simulated parallel reality for Doom Stark. Sam found himself in a world where Steve Rogers hunted him as a traitor. Yelena was trapped in a mental loop where Natasha had never died and blamed her for it. Frank Castle was forced to relive the death of his family again and again and again until a voice freed them simultaneously in all false realities. You think the truth is in your pain, but it is the mentira that builds power. I am the perfect lie. Doom Stark appeared, enveloped in cryptic energy and with Tony's face visible only for an instant before disappearing beneath his helmet. Confrontation and choice. The group was gathered in the central hall of the laboratory, where a temporal sphere rotated in suspension, a singularity of reality is about to collapse. Doom Stark looked at them as a father watches disobedient children. I tried to warn you. Nothing I do is out of ego. All of this is necessary. Sam replied, you are destroying worlds to save one man. Yourself! Wrong, said Doom. I am destroying worlds to prevent a future where nobody survives. Null wakes up. The entity that will devour even the void. I saw. I died. And I was reborn with the only possible solution. Frank Castle aimed the cannon straight at Doom's chest. You could have asked for help. I asked. No one listened. Now either you fight me or you become another footnote in my ascension, Yelena whispered. He really believes that. Sam flew straight at him and the fight began. Battle for reality. The fight was chaotic, a collision between technology, faith, and ideology. Doom manipulated space itself, breaking the ground on moving platforms, firing explosions that alternated between science and sorcery. Sam cut through the air with evasive maneuvers, throwing energy discs and shouting orders. Bucky and Frank fought side by side, improvising with military tactics. Yelena used everything around her, hanging onto gravitational threads that Doom left behind. But Doom was nearly invincible until a green flash interrupted the fight. Stephen Strange appeared, and behind him, a man floated in a red cape. Reed Richards. He called us, said Reed, looking at Doom. He knew this day would come. Doom froze. Reed, you are not Tony Stark, nor Victor Von Doom. It is the pain of both combined, but the pain can be redeemed. Stephen opened a time seal. The entire hall shook. Tony, if there's still something from you there, choose. Continues. What did you think of today's story? Leave your opinion here in the comment. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Until next time, bye.